Bow, it's your boy Honcho's house. I'm back with a quick video. So Chunkz' podcast has been going viral again for a questionable comment he made about Vic from the Sidemen to KSI. Before, he was going viral for Maya Jama talking about the Sidemen going to private school. Well done from being rich, well done for being rich, whatever it was. It went crazy. Ethan went crazy. But now everyone is coming for Chunkz in the comments again for what he asked KSI. So Chunkz asked KSI who his least favorite person in the Sidemen and Beta Squad groups is, adding the person you don't get along with the most or maybe not as close to, and that there's also nothing wrong with it. And when KSI was thinking about his answer, Chunkz made a comment about Vic and told KSI, "You can say Vic, it's okay, don't worry, bro." Now, KSI completely defended Vic and said, nah, he actually likes Vic. Like, nah, he's cool, he's got cooler over the years. And Chunkz is laughing, saying, oh, I like that. He started off mild, now he's cool. And even Lawrence, the producer of the show in the back, you don't actually see his face, he's then jumped in and said, Vic is the geekiest of the group. He's grown as a person, etc., which both Chunkz and KSI agreed with. And then KSI went on to champion Vic's musical talent, how good of a musician he is, supporting his choice to DJ, etc. But people in the comments are furious at Chunkz. They are going crazy at Chunkz for this question. People in the comments are saying it's a weird question for Chunkz to ask. Why is Chunkz trying to stir up drama between friends just for views? And a lot of people are saying they're starting to dislike Chunkz, but I think he's just doing his job as a podcaster, asking questions that are going to get people talking. Obviously, I respect that, and I respect what he does, but what do you guys think? Anyway, I'm going to get into the clip of this, and you guys can actually tell me what you're thinking about this whole situation. So this is the episode. You can go and watch it, KSI, The Chunkz Show, and this is the part where he says the thing about Vic.
Ooh. No, I'm joking. And then your least favourite in both groups. We got to do it, man.
Least favourite?
Someone you don't get along with the most, or maybe you're not as close to. There's nothing wrong with that.
But you must name it.
He don't even want to answer it.
You can say Vic, bro. Don't worry, man.
Nah, because I actually like Vic.
Fairs.
Like Vic is cool. And if anything, he's got cooler over the years.
That is true.
No, but he literally has. No, because
I like that, yeah.
He has.
So he started off mild and then he just got cool.
I think Vic was the geekiest of the group.
Yes,
fair to say.
hands
And then
down.
he's kind of he really grown as a person.
Yeah, as a person, and he's really like knows what he's doing, and he's definitely like focused. And obviously with the whole DJ stuff, he's there like, oh, I'm trying to.
That was a
smash
random
this.
spanner in the works, you know. When I just saw my man.
But he's musically gifted, you know.
Yeah, fair play.
Oh, well, can play the drums, piano, like he can do loads of shit.
Yeah, it's the 1, 2, 3.
Yes, no 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he did his thing.
Bro, when I saw him play drums at my surprise birthday party,
He said fair play.
I was like, what the fuck? It gassed me off, bro.
What we're going to say is music. What I want to do say is
So look, that's the part that everyone is talking about. That's the part that's getting clipped up on TikTok. Now we're just going to go into some of the stuff that they're saying on the comments about this. Let me just move this over so you guys can actually see it. But look, so Chunkz himself has actually responded to this because of all the backlash, all this backlash they're getting just for asking these questions on a podcast, bro. It's crazy. So look, Chunkz has commented himself and he said, lol, the whole quality over quantity narrative y'all creating is funny when KSI himself agreed with me. I'm not hating, just merely an observation. Sidemen are the pioneers in this thing, and I always give them their flowers. He's got 138 replies here. Unrelated, but why are you always trying to stir drama and ask who's the least favorite Sidemen each interview? You did this with Maya and now KSI. I mean, look, he's asking questions on a podcast, like, and clearly, if we're all sitting here talking about it and commenting about it, he's kind of doing his job, getting the views now? Or do you think it's disrespectful the way he's kind of asking and insinuating that Vic has got to be the least favourite because he's basically the neakiest? Like, that's essentially what he's saying. Vic is the neakiest of the group. They said it themselves. They said geeky, but look, they're basically saying he's the neakiest guy of the group. Like, he's going to be the one that you dislike the most. People are saying in the comments as well that Chunkz is showing that he dislikes Vic the most because he's automatically picking Vic because he's a bit of a neek. But look, I mean, bro, to me, if you ask me, right, we're going to get back into some of these comments, but look, let me talk a little bit more, right? I feel like, what's wrong with being a neek, to be completely honest? If Vic is a neek and he's smashing the DJ stuff, he's part of the Sidemen, he's been doing his thing for years, like, how is that neeky, bro? I get being a geek or whatever, but like, I don't know, man. I think geeks get a bit too much hate, to be completely honest. Like, what, you want Vicstar to start chatting in a roadman accent for you to get to rate him a little bit? It's just, like, who cares, man? Like, let the guy do what he wants to do. He's smashing it in life. Like, who the fuck cares? But anyway, let me get back into some of these comments of people just going crazy at Chunkz, man. Chunkz he can't catch a break on social media at the moment. It's crazy. So somebody said here, this is a hard watch. It feels like Chunkz keeps coming for cake. I can't even read. Let me go again. This is a hard watch. It feels like Chunkz keeps coming for JJ constantly. Pause. Why for that? Chunkz keeps coming for JJ constantly is mental. Anyway, gotta appreciate JJ for keeping things calm and staying humble despite what's being thrown on him. Are we overreacting a little bit here from him asking that question? Like, is it? But look, at the end of the day, this is on Chunkz' YouTube channel for the Chunkz podcast, whatever you call it, the Chunkz show. And these are the fans that are commenting this. So, like, you've got to please the fans. And they are not pleased at the moment. I'm not going to lie. People defending Vic here. Vic's a good guy. JJ chooses friends wisely. Can't say the same about people you're affiliated with. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And they send in some smoke at Philly. This isn't an interview. It's an ambush. Chunkz is lucky it's KSI. If it's another team member, this will turn into an argument. I really don't like the way Chunkz positioned this against the Sidemen group. Just seems personal and aggressive for no reason. Yo, everybody is going crazy. Chunkz, you got to remember the Sidemen do Sidemen Sundays, Sidemen Reacts, more Sidemen, and Side Plus every week. Beta Squad's last video was a month ago. People are always going to compare these two groups, but look, if you're asking me, Sidemen are the GOATs, bro. I probably prefer to watch... actually, back in the day, I'd prefer to watch Beta Squad because I thought they were a little bit more funny because they were a bit more road, innit? It just seemed a bit more funny to me because they were like, Chunkz is slyly road, innit? And it just makes it a bit more funny. Not taking anything away from the Sidemen, but that was my personal opinion. Nowadays, I'm feeling like, road stuff's a bit boring. Like, let me see what the Sidemen are doing. Why are they the best group in the UK doing this YouTube shit? Let me actually watch them instead of just deciding to watch Beta Squad because I think, you know what I mean, it's a bit more funny because they chat like Roman a little bit. You know what I mean? But anyway, they're still going crazy at Chunkz in the comments. Feels like Chunkz had an agenda here. Chunkz seems to in his head and just wants the questions to jump into the next one before actually listening to the answer and being receptive. I think he should work on that. Why is Chunkz pressing him, bro? I expected this to be a fun podcast. What? Yo, they're going crazy at him. Chunkz felt mad pushy in this. It's like he had an agenda against KSI, asking risky questions, telling Sidemen to make better quality vids, and subtly pushing the idea that Beta Squad are better. Also felt like he was trying to downplay KSI's African side. Kinda weird vibe since Chunkz knows his own demographic is certain ethnic groups. WKSI for showing nothing but love, as always. Again, Chunkz' behavior in this video just screams jealousy. KSI has always been humble, kind of supportive of fellow creators. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Now look, there's enough comments there. You guys can go and watch it yourself and see what they're saying about Chunkz, but I don't understand why Chunkz can't catch a break. This guy literally cannot catch a break. Every time I'm seeing Chunkz go viral, it's controversial stuff. He made some comment. It wasn't even made some comments. He said some stuff about him being from Somaliland, I believe. I hope I've got that right. I really hope I've got that right. And him and Maya Jama being from Somaliland, and people were just not feeling that. Obviously, there's controversy around that. Like the whole Maya Jama thing, asking who does she prefer out of the the Beta Squad and the Sidemen, and she's basically said her comment about them being from private school, different upbringing, so she prefers the Beta Squad, and everybody went crazy for that, talking about, like, you're disregarding their hard work and stuff, and people were thinking that Chunkz is trying to stir up the pot, but look, he probably is trying to stir up the pot because it goes crazy viral every time he does it, and the whole point of this thing is to get views. Now, I don't know, surely Chunkz is smart enough and knows that if he asks these questions, it's going to get some backlash and people are going to talk about it. But I do feel like they are going crazy for him in the comments so much recently that it's starting to get to him a little bit where he's actually responding to it. he's jumping up saying, oh, we had some controversy last week about this part, and he's kind of given a response to it, which I get, but also you just kind of got to leave it, bro, you know. But they're going for him in the comments, though. They're going crazy for him in the comments, and it's almost like Chunkz' fans are turning into haters. Like, all I see on comments about Chunkz recently is that, and I feel bad for the guy, bro. Like, he's doing his thing. Philly, it went left for Philly. He's had to pull out the podcast himself and just completely get rid of Philly. He's got motion again. He's doing the interviews, but everyone is just seeming to be hating it, and he can't catch a break. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this whole situation in the comments. Do you feel like the narrative behind Chunkz is true, saying he's trying to make it like Beta Squad versus the Sidemen? He's a bit jealous of JJ. Do you think that's just complete bollocks and people are just saying whatever they want to say online? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Subscribe to Honcho's House for more updates. I'm out for now. Grrr, bow.